Hey, 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 everybody. It's Michelle with you and me in the garage. There's two of us crafting. How are you guys tonight? I hope I'm live. I will check the comments. If you guys have comments, just go ahead and leave them so I know that we are getting the comments. Let me scooch up here. There we go. Somebody say hi. I know I'm a little bit early, but let me know. It looks like my thing went out to people saying, hey, I'm going to be live. So remember, guys, with you and me, that's two of us chalking here in the garage, okay? So tonight, what I'm making is something for the kitchen. I am so excited about this. I've been going to make this for weeks and weeks and weeks. So she remembered who she was, and the game changed, okay? And I'm going to use the Mighty and the Key, okay, you guys? I'm also going to put a tag on it with, first I drink coffee, then I do things. Because if you guys know me, that's true. We're going to put that on one of our tags. Hey, guys, so what I'm doing here is I have these old books, okay? And they're not old. They're not super old books. They're oldish books. What I did was I went to Goodwill and I got some books. And I'm not a huge avid reader. Okay, anybody who knows, I would love to have time to read books. I just don't usually have time to read books. So I do, however, really enjoy listening to books on tape. And so I have a huge library on Audible. So anyway, so I started, and just so that we wouldn't have to be here forever, you guys, I started painting these books, okay? So the only part I have left is I need to paint down this side here and on either side of this book on the thing. And then the back side I need to finish on this other one. So I live in the country, out in the middle of nowhere in New Liberty, Iowa. For anyone who doesn't know that about me, now you do. So I'm just using some Waverly chalk paint, okay? And this color that I'm using is Cashew. It just kind of blends with what I want to do. So there we go. And then on this side, let me dry this a little bit. We'll be chalking before you guys know it. I hope I'm getting comments, because last week, a couple people said they were on, and I couldn't see that they were on. So looks like I have two people on, but I can't see. I can't see if I have anybody on. So I'm not sure. Somebody leave me a comment if you're on, okay? I'm not seeing any comments. Just trying to dry that chalk paste a little bit. Now I'm going to flip these over and do the other side. And you can see here, I pretty much am done with this one. But this one I got to do a little on the edge. And you guys, I'm going to add a little bit of water to my paintbrush, because that kind of thins down my paint a little bit. I don't need it to be super, super thick. Okay. And we'll do this edge. Actually, I think one of these books might be a book that we've already read. I'm not 100% sure, but I got to tell you this funny story. So Michael and I like to go Goodwill hunting, we call it. Go to the Goodwill store. And when we go, we enjoy looking at books. So he especially enjoys looking at books because he just loves to read. And I'm sorry this is so loud with this blow dryer. I hope you guys can still hear me. Anyway, so Michael always looks at the books and sees what there is. And I knew I wanted to do this project, so I thought I'm going to pick up some old books. So I picked up these 3 old books. And when I picked them up, I was like, yeah, these will be perfect for this project, okay? Well, I got them home. And no, they're not going to be so perfect for this project. Because Michael tells me, hey, Mom, you need to look at those books because that one has got a signature from the author on it. And I'm like, what? You're crazy. Sure enough, back in 1941, the author signed this book. So Michael goes online, and this book at auction brought like $400 and some without the author's signature on it. So now we put a thing into this auction house in New York to let them know that we have this book. We'll see. I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you posted. I want you guys to tell me about some treasures that you have found when you're out garage sailing or, you know, any of that kind of stuff. Because I love to hear that. Hi, Jeremiah. Hi, Lucy. How are you tonight, Lucy? Hey, how's the pom-pom making, Lucy? Did you see I dropped off a couple more SKUs of yarn to you? Amelia was more than happy to come out and get them from me because I guess she was mating socks and was over that project. Now, Lucy, you don't paint on books unless your parents tell you you can, okay? I bought these especially, if you didn't hear me say it, Lucy, I bought these books especially for this project, okay, from the Goodwill. And I am very excited to show this because I've been going to do this for like 3 weeks now. And every time I think of something else to do. Okay, so once you get your books all painted, okay, then you want to line your spines up, okay? And see, you guys can see on my spines, see how I didn't cover the spines 100%? I just wanted the words covered. And this one right here, I probably could cover this one a little bit more. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, let me dry that now. Ooh, that blow dryer's warm. Okay, so eventually we're going to tie these books all together, okay? But for now, I just want you to know we want these back spines are what we're worried about lining up, okay? And we want to make sure that our fronts are dry and our back is dry, which I believe they both are. Whoops. And really, there's no front or back, okay, you guys? There's like two fronts. There's two fronts, really, because when it's sitting in your kitchen, you'll see both of the fronts about the same because they'll sit on your counter, okay? I'm just going to finish drying these. And you kind of want to get books that are of different heights. That's a good idea. Did you see how I had varying heights on mine? Mine are some high, some not so high. Okay, so now we have this done. And what I want to do is I want to get out my paste wax because I always, if it's not a chalk couture surface, okay, you want to use some kind of wax on it because it helps it to not pull up the paint that's there, okay, you guys? So these are obviously not Chalk Couture Bottom surfaces. So I'm just going to give them a little waxy wax. Plus this is going to be sitting, you know, on my kitchen counter. It might have some moisture, who knows. And this will just help seal that paint a little bit, okay? All right, so I'm going to let that one sit. And then we'll go back and shine it, you know, wax on and then wax the wax off, back off, okay? And I'm going to do the spines of every one of these books too, you guys. Now, this wax does not give any aging to these books, okay? The color that they are is the color they are because that's the color that this cashew is coming through. So but I like it when just a little bit of that gold kind of shows through. And then I'll do the spine of this big fat one. Anyway, so I wasn't sure who was more excited about finding that treasure of a book, Michael or me. So, okay, that's done. And then we'll do this one. Hey, Michael. Hi. Lucy's on with us.
Oh, golly. Hi, Lucy.
And I was telling her about that treasure book we found. Jeremiah and Lucy. I'm not sure if Gabriel's here tonight or not. Hey, guys, say hi to Michael. He just walked in. Sometimes he likes to come in because he gets to help me with my lives, but he's just mostly poking his head in to make sure.
Make sure you're all good.
Yeah, and it looks like my live just died. Oh, and I'm back.
You're back.
I'm back. Okay, so let's let these dry a little bit. The wax, you know, and then we will come back to those. For now, I am going to, on the front of this one and the front of this one, we are going to wax because I am going to put this Mighty on this one, and on this one, I think I'll put this on the back of this one. And then on the tag, I'll put this. I think that'll fit a little bit better, you guys. And along the spines, we're going to put this, okay, guys? So, now that we're this far, I think our wax is dry on these first books that we did. So, Michael says we're fully underway, and he is going to head out. You guys say bye. Bye, Michael. Thanks for coming out. And my live is dead again. What is...
Real good.
I'm so sorry, you guys. My internet... So do I need to stop this, Michael?
No, just let it keep going.
It's not, though. It's not.
It'll recover.
I don't...
It
Oh,
does.
connecting live video, it says again. Hey, thank you, Michael.
Yeah, just want to make sure he's good.
Yep, we're good. So, let me just pause here for a minute while I'm waiting for that to reconnect. Says my live is connecting. There we go. Okay, so you guys can still see. So all that I've done, you guys, is on those main two books, I buffed off the wax, and now I'm going to do it on these two big long spines, okay? And I am going to set these books aside for now because we're going to work on these. So first, let's do this, and I will, you know what, I need to wipe my hands off. My hands are so full of paint. Yeah, I think they're just going to be that way. So what I'm going to do, if my live catches up here, oops, oh, there we go. Put that over there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is fuzz this. Doesn't feel like it needs much fuzzing. I've used this one quite a few times. And then I am going to make sure I wipe that off, that wax good. There we go, yep. All right. And I'm going to put Mighty right on there. Ooh, maybe I want it to go this way. I think I'll go this way, and then I can put the key on, too. What do you guys think? Hi, Elizabeth! We're working on a project for the kitchen tonight. A knife holder. So, the key I am going to do in the shimmer I was going to do it in shimmer silver, but I think I'm going to use the shimmer copper because it's more, I don't know, I just like it. And I'm going to do the pull and peel method. And the thing I really like about shimmers, besides for the fact that they shimmer, is I love that they hardly ever need stirred because they just kind of keep their consistency very nicely. And let me get into there. There we go. Now we will pull the extra off. All right, so that's that. And then I'm going to pull that up, just the key part. And then let me hit that with the blow dryer just for good measure. I was kind of out of frame there, wasn't I, guys? All right, now I'm going to lay that back down, and I am going to do Mighty in a navy blue, which I thought about doing black, but I don't. Oh, no. Let's do this in bark. I think bark. No, I think navy blue. I'm going to go with navy because my kitchen has navy in it, and I think that will be good. Elizabeth, what did you do today? Have you been busy today? You guys, today, okay, so today, all the new transfers for the winter and fall new catalog came out today. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to get my order. I am in love, but I love Christmas, and there's a lot of Christmas stuff. So, a lot of Christmas, a lot of fall, a lot of Halloweens. You guys, I always say, oh, I love Christmas, I love winter, I love fall, but you know what? I love all seasons, because when summer hits, I love it too. So, I don't know. I'm just crazy about the seasons. Okay, let's pull that up. Come on, book. There we go, Mighty. Yay, I love it. I love it. Okay, I'm going to dry it. Everything's kind of flying, isn't it? All right, so that's dried. Now on the other side, I am going to put this, but I wanted to put, nope, just this. Okay, so let's fuzz this coffee cup. And I think I'm going to put it straight on. What are you guys thinking so far? Okay, Elizabeth, you had to work today? Ugh, I'm so sorry. That's no fun, is it? And I'm going to put this up a little higher because I think I'm going to bind these towards the bottom. I hope it wasn't too awful at work today. And I'm going to use bark for this one. And this one looks like it needs stirred. Sorry. Not too much, just a little bit. It is hot in the craft garage tonight. Lots of conference calls and meetings, project meetings. For management. Ugh. That does not sound fun to me, Elizabeth. I'm sorry, but it does not. What did Lucy and Jeremiah do today? I know that Lucy was probably reading because she reads every day. Lucy, tell us how many books you've read this summer. this long extended summer. How about this year, Lucy? How many books have you read this year? Anyway, she loves to read. Her and her aunt on the other side of the family have like a book reading club, and they read together I believe it's every week. Correct me if I'm wrong, Lucy. Okay, let's try this. Books, Lucy. You've read 43 books. Girl, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it. That is a lot of books. So, okay. Now, our ends are done. So now what I'm going to do, I want to put this on here, but I want to put it this way. So I'm going to stand this book up. Let me fuzz my transfer first. And I want to do this in bark. Now, you guys, I just want you to know that we have a ton of transfers that are retiring. So if you go onto my website, you'll see they're like getting ready to be gone. So if you're interested in something, let me know. And we can work on getting that for you, okay? So I'm going to put this here. She remembered. I'm going to line these all up at the bottom. And I gotta get a smaller squeegee. And I'm gonna do these in bark. Jeremiah, were you busy at work today? Training? Okay, so now let's dry that. You know what, you guys? I probably should have put that up at the top, but that's okay. Okay, so then it goes this book. She remembered, and then here we'll put up, and we're gonna put this up at the. Oop! You guys, look what I almost forgot. Wipe that wax off these two big ones. I wasn't sure if I did that or not. Here we go. And then she remembered. And I'm going to put this one up to the top, I think. She remembered. Can you guys see what I'm doing here? You guys, Monday we are having, I think, a little girl's birthday party at the Craft Garage. Okay, she remembered who she was. Dry that a little bit. And it's okay if it's not perfect, you guys. I'm okay with that, okay? Because you'll see why. And then we'll put here and we'll put game changed here. And then I think I'm going to put who the quote is by on this last book, okay? All right. Because we don't want to not give credit where credit is due. So we'll put the author of that right in the middle of this book. I mean, we are doing books, so we should give credit, right, guys? To the author. All right. All right. And I think I'm going to put a little bit of edging over here on this side, if I can, without messing that up. right, there we go. See how that looks, guys? All right, now stick that over there. Let's dry these. I love it so far. What do you guys think? Elizabeth, do you have to work tomorrow too? And, okay. So now we have these like this. And I'm going to just put my lids on these real quick. And these other two pastes. Okay. So now that we have these like this, I'm going to turn them up. Okay. And I'm going to do this. And then I have this old belt. See this old brown belt? I don't know if you guys remember, maybe 10 years ago or so, those cargo shorts would always come with with a belt like this, okay? Anyway, my sons were kind of into wearing those cargo shorts back then. So I have so many of these belts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this down to here, I think. And then I want to wrap this around. And I want it to come around this way. And I think I'm just going to hot glue it to itself, you guys. And kind of let the frayed end do its thing. Does that make sense? And then I have a cute little tag I'm going to hang off of it. I think I need to come down a little bit more though. To there. Yep, that'll be good. So can you guys kind of see? See how it's stacked? And then I'm kind of putting that, well, I might have to hot glue these books together. I think I'm going to have to do that. Oh, I hate to do that, but it'll be all right. While I'm waiting for my hot glue gun to warm up, which I thought it would be warm by now. So just so you guys know, the transfers that I'm using, the coffee one, the name of that transfer is A Day Without Coffee. And it comes with that coffee cup. It comes with this. And then it has these two things. It says, a day without coffee is like. And then here it says, just kidding, I have no idea. Elizabeth, what do you mean by the opposite way? Lined up opposite. I'm not sure what you mean by that. And then the other transfer that I'm using is this unsinkable collection. It's called Mighty. And it comes with the one that I showed you, this one here. Okay, those two. And then this one here. And then the last one is a big suitcase, okay? And that still is available. This coffee one, I believe, is retiring. So I want to paint this transfer, or I'm sorry, this tag. I want to paint it a little bit, and I'm going to paint it a mixture of this bark and the this other that I have already in here, this almond cashew color that I already have in here, okay? So I'm going to do that, oops, and then I'm going to take my paintbrush with some water on it, because I don't want it to be super dark. But see how that white won't really match what we're doing? So I just want to mix these up a little bit and make this tag kind of two-toned. I'm going to go around the edge. Kind of a coffee color. if that makes sense to you guys. And then I'm just going to brush across here so we get some variation in color. There we go. That's what I'm wanting. We'll set this aside. I'm kind of messy tonight, girls. I'll show you what I mean here in a second, okay, Elizabeth, what I mean by how I'm going to do these. And I'm going to hot glue them. Oh, am I backwards on the, am I backwards? Are you guys seeing me backwards? Because I would read left to right, wouldn't you? I'm not sure what you're saying, Elizabeth. I don't read right to left. So you guys can see how just with my paintbrush, by not mixing that paint in completely, how I got the two tones to this. And if I wanted it a little darker, I could just sweep across it again, okay? So I think my hot glue gun is just about ready. So I'm going to set this tag aside to finish doing its drying thing. Put that in there. I have a mess, boys and girls. Look at this. That's what I do, I guess. I just get messy. Okay, so now I'm going to stand these up. And I'm going to line these up. And I'm going to throw some hot glue on them. Get it exactly where I want it. Then do the next one. Squeeze them together real good until they cool down, till that hot glue gets a chance to cool down. This hot glue gun, I'm telling you, I love it so much. It has been almost, I want to almost say it's a game changer for me because I am all the time, my cord on my glue guns, it seems like they were all the time in my way. And now that I got this glue gun and there's no cord, I just love it. And let's just be honest, anytime you can play with a power tool, which this kind of feels like a power tool to me, I'll be honest. It's kind of nice, and I'm not even a man. It's Ryobi! So now I have them. See how I have them? So it's reading the right way. Right to left. Left to right. She remembered who she was, and the game changed. Is that not right? Elizabeth, help me if I'm wrong. I'm sorry. If I'm wrong, you correct me. And I had glue sticks sitting right here. Let me just put another glue stick in. And hint, you guys, put a little dab of hot glue on the end of your next glue stick and stick it in here. And then it will stick. And then you don't have to worry about it, like not pushing through when you want it to push through. Does that make sense? I learned that hint and I love it. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to put this on here and I am going to hot glue this here. Wait, I wanted this to come around. And I want this to come up a little bit. And I want to go the other way. Yes, because I want this to end. There we go. Okay, I'll show you guys what I'm doing. Just give me 1 second. So I wanted this frayed part here to kind of end right here. So see how that frayed end looks? Kind of rough and rusticy. And then I'll also stick this down a couple other places on the books. I will probably go a little bit in here. I'm not going to go on the This part of the books, where the books open, I'm not going to do anything on there, because I'll tell you why I'm not going to. Because if I would ever want to take this apart, and for some strange reason someone would want to read these books, I mean, you never know. Stranger things have happened. People want to read books, right? So I'm not going to go on the actual book part. Okay, so here we go. I have this wrapped around, and this is kind of holding it together. Of course, I have a few hot glues, but that's okay. So we'll set that aside. I'm going to give you kind of an idea. So look, here's my knives. And I'll take a picture of this, you guys. And look at, I mean, you could fit so many knives in this knife holder. Look at this. Can you see that? I mean, I am telling you, our knife holder, knife block we currently have, taking them knives out so I can finish, does not hold nearly enough knives. I don't know whose idea was to make a knife holder that held so few knives, but I'm telling you, whoever's idea it was not a good one. So let's make sure this is dry. All right, and now I am going to take this tag. But first, oh, you guys, I almost forgot to wax. Okay, so I got the glue gun at Home Depot, and I don't know if they have it going on right now, but they did have a special running that if you got 2 batteries, because the glue gun doesn't come with a battery, if you got 2 glue guns, and this is one of our mini tags, Chalk Couture's mini tags, but since I painted over it, I'm just gonna wax it. I don't know, it just makes me feel better. I don't want it to come off of my transfer. Anyway, the glue gun, right now, I think, and if they don't have it now, they usually have it come closer to Christmas, where if you buy one set of the large batteries, there's like 2 batteries in one, then when you get the glue gun free, or you get 1 tool free. But hi, Tammy. Hey, I got my makeup today, girl. So it's definitely I want to say it's like a man cave thing, you know, because it's from Home Depot, but really, you guys, I use a ton of their tools, and by getting that 2 batteries and then a free tool, the only thing I will say is, see how thick this battery is here? So you got to grab and take it off like that. Sometimes when they're new, my fingers are, I'm older, and I hate to say it, but I am older, believe it or not, you guys. And when I'm gonna be 50 before we all know it. Scary, scary, scary thing, but it's gonna happen. Anyway, so when what happens is my fingers, I can't grab like this anymore like I used to when I milk cows every day. Hi, Martha. So anyway, sometimes I have to kind of grip it funny, like with 2 hands and push and then pull, and not only when it's in the gun, but also when it is when it's in the charger, because you get the base charger and the 2 large batteries together. Anyway, and that's a pretty good deal, I think, and I think they're like $99, and then the tool is free, so you can choose this tool. There's like a bunch of tools you can choose from. I personally chose when I got my free one, what did I choose? Oh, I think I chose a sander. So you guys, Almond is leaving the catalog. It's retiring. If you think you want Almond, you better get it, because I use Almond quite a fair bit, and I'm like, but they came out with a new color. It's called Dune. It's a little bit darker than the Almond, which is probably okay too. It's kind of halfway between like the mocha and the almond. Maybe it would be more like, let's see, what's this? Like the iced coffee kind of used to be, I think. So I'm going to do this tag really light. And the bow I'm going to do in the shimmer. Well, what are you guys thinking of this idea, huh? I mean, anybody can go grab books from Goodwill or wherever and do this. And I'm telling you, I have seen people just basically wrap twine around it to hold the books together. I have seen leather belts. Now, I think that would be super cute too, a leather belt. But I just didn't have a leather belt to wrap around it that I was willing to give up. And if I would have thought about it when I was at Goodwill, I would have grabbed a leather belt. Because it wouldn't even have to be real leather. You know, you could do like a pleather, or isn't that what they call it, where it's like plasticky leather? Anyway, you could totally do that too. You guys take my ideas and run with them. You know, the idea of the angels that I have outside, you guys, those would be so fun to do with your grandkids or who knows, anybody actually. I was thinking like young kids in a school program, because it's just glue and you could use plastic from the Dollar Tree instead of going to Goodwill and getting the glassware. Because, you know, like at Goodwill, you can grab okay, I'm gonna wax this one more time just because I'm going paste over paste, or you know what I mean? And see how it kind of pulls up a little bit when you do paste over paste. I just want to make sure I got a good coating before I put this coffee cup or this coffee topper on here. That's why I wanted to make sure it was dried good. All right, now let's give it a minute to dry, and then we will wax the wax off. What are you guys thinking? I can't wait to take it in the house and put it on my counter and let you guys see how cute this is going to look on my counter with my knives in it. And honestly, I'm just excited to take it in so that I don't have knives everywhere. And I have knives in 3 different drawers in my house. Plus I have the knife block, which is for my, what I call my best knives, which, you know, I don't even know if I have my best knives or my worst knives, but I have knives. How about you guys? Does anybody have like any knives that they don't let anyone else use? I gotta tell you, here's a story. Growing up, my dad was the knife sharpener, okay? And it seemed like there was always a knife that we just, you know, I said this about my mom's scissors too, sewing scissors, but it seemed like there was a knife that we were not supposed to use all the time. I don't know. Maybe that's just my house and my family growing up. I don't know. And no Marty story tonight. I don't really have a Marty story. So I am going to use the shimmer silver on the, or I'm sorry, this is shimmer copper. I do know what I'm talking about on this tag. I'm just trying to show you guys some techniques that you can use. And then around the edge of the coffee cup, I'm just going to stick my finger in here and just do a little bit of navy. Just to kind of go with what we already got going on here. I don't really want to get into the coffee. I just want to be on the cup. And I probably should have used a squeegee, because I probably would have been able to do a better job with a squeegee. But there you go. You got my finger. All right, guys, let's pull it up and look. Ta-da! That looks cool to me. I don't know how it looks to you guys, but it looks cool to me. What do you guys think? Nobody's commenting. Did everybody leave me? Anything's possible, right, guys? Tammy, did you work today? Martha, did you cut hair today? I know Alyssa was coming down to cut hair tonight. I think she was going to cut Tessa's hair. Not sure. I'm not sure if I got that correct or not. So you guys, I have this piece of twine and I am going to cut the end off so it's not so hard to wind through. Fold it in half. I like to do it this way. Tammy, you had to work today? Ugh. Elizabeth, you think this is cute? Thank you. You know what? That's exactly right. My sewing scissors, I don't let people just take them off willy-nilly either. And then just to kind of hold the top of this, I want to put this kind of on the corner here. And then I want to wrap it around here. Oop. If my string is long enough. Wrap it around here, and I was going to tie it again, but my string's not long enough, so guess what? Hot glue to the rescue. Right, guys? Just glue it right here, this tag. And then I'll bring this around. I'm going to leave that, but I'm going to tie it over here on this other side. Woo, woo, that was hot. Woo, sometimes I burn my fingers. Okay, so let's wrap this around here and tie it, and then we will come back over. I'm going to tie a bow over here for the cuteness. You guys, I can't wait to take this in the house and set it up so I can show you guys the cuteness. I will post pictures tomorrow. Or tonight, we'll see how the night goes. I'm gonna use my mouth to get that tight. And I'm actually gonna put a bow, and then I'm gonna let this kind of hang fringy like. Lucy, you never told me how many pom-poms you guys got made. Okay, so there's that side with that cuteness. And then over here, so I did this. I want to be able to, that just didn't want to dry, did it? Or cool, I guess. So I'll let that cool. This is what I don't like about hot glue, you guys. All the spider webs. I'm sorry you got to work tomorrow, Tammy and Elizabeth. But let me tell you, isn't it nice when you get that paycheck? That is, I do not enjoy working all the time, but I do enjoy a good paycheck. So I'm going to wrap this around my finger, around my hand, just my fingers like this, you guys. Okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze it here, and I'm going to wrap this around here. And I am just simply going to use a dot of hot glue. Sometimes I tie these off, but tonight I'm not going to tie them off. I'm just going to use a dab of hot glue. There we go. Yowza! People, that's hot! And then, maybe that's why it's called hot glue, huh? Martha, did you do hair today, honey? Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this into like a little pom-pom to hang off of my thing. So I'm going to cut it here like that. And then, I am going to, we're almost at an hour here, you guys. Almost 50 minutes. I don't usually do terribly, terribly long. So then I'm going to cut this one. And I'm going to run this, see how these have little, see how I held that, and then I'm going to run this through there, okay? This piece through there. If I can get it out the other side. There we go. All right, now I'm going to hang that off of there, but I want something cute. Stand by. I'm just not finding exactly what I want. So, I think I'll use a piece of this and some of these. Okay, you guys, so do you remember my 4th of July banner that had, it said, let freedom reign on it? So these are those pit berries that I tore apart to use for that, okay? And I'm just going to take a couple off of here, a couple more off of here, because I think these will be really cute. And I'm going to cut them down a little bit shorter. And then I'm going to fold them. Sorry if I'm out of the picture. Let me move this out of the way so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm going to put these here. And I'm actually going to, I'm going to cut them again. Stick a little bit of hot glue in there. Ooh. And stick them kind of in my pom-pom. Do that with a couple of them. I think that'll give it some stability. There we go. And then I'm going to take this little piece of ribbon. See how it's got those flowers on it? Navy blue flowers. Super cute. And I'm going to make that my tie. So I'm going to lay this down. I'm going to lay that down. And I'm just going to roll it. And roll it, and roll it, and roll it, and roll it. Make it nice and tight. And then I'm going to trim it off. There we go. I think I want a couple more pit berries in there. So, you guys, I'm so excited about this. Not only did we have launch day today for new transfers, but last week on Wednesday, I got a Glowforge. So I have been playing around and cutting out stuff with that this week. You guys, my life is good. I hope you guys' life is good. Hope everything is good with everybody, because I'm telling you, we all deserve the good life. So Martha, no, not today, huh, hun? So, okay, I'm going to set these up like this. Bring that down a little bit. And I'm going to hang this right in with these. So I'm just going to tie a bow around this. This may not be the best. Oh, and there I lost my live. Oh, I'm back. I lost my live and now I'm back. I hope you guys all came back with me. I'm just going to tie this on here. Give it a little bow. And cut these off. And you guys, I'm all done. I'm done. Done. So, here's what it looks like. Like this. That's one side, and here's the other side. And I am going to take this in the house. Well, I will show. Let me see if I can zoom out a little bit so you guys can see better. So then I'm going to stick my knives in here. And this will be, oops, that's not a knife. And this will be my new knife holder. And the thing is, the reason I left some slack on this ribbon down here at the very bottom, down here, see how there's slack here? Because as I fill it with knives, and this here, as you fill it with knives, you don't want that to get too taut. Okay, guys? So, actually, I think I'm going to put these pit berries here. I'm sure, I'm not thinking, I know. I'm going to put these right in here. one side will match the other side. And I'll put a smidgen of glue on there. Just a touch. Just to hold everything in place. And then I can cut those ends off. Get myself a pair of wire cutters and I'll cut those off. But can you guys see? And then this is one side. And then this side will be the other side. And see how it works for my kitchen, you know? So I will take pictures tonight and I will try and get them posted either tonight or first thing in the morning. Oh, yes. You know what? It's a good idea, you guys. That is such a good idea. Martha, I love that idea. Just to get out of the house, just go for a ride, you know, and see what's going on. And, you know, today was kind of a rainy day, but I sometimes like to go do stuff in the rain because no one else is out and doing stuff. And so there's not so many people on the road. Let me cut these off. So, yeah. Well, good deal. I'm glad you guys got out of the house today because that sometimes, especially lately, that can be a big deal. Although, you know what, you guys, I do think it helps. These are the worst pliers for cutting, I guess. I do think it helps that we have YouTube and stuff, that we can kind of Facebook Lives and YouTubes. We can watch all those. Well, Elizabeth, if you love it, you should make yourself one, for one thing. And it was super, super easy. If you want the transfers that I used or any of the things I used, you can either message me or you can go up to my link, and the transfers and the paste are all on my link up above. And just know that this, I believe that the coffee one is going. As soon as it's gone, I believe it's retired and it's gone. So the coffee one will be probably in high demand right now because lots of people love the coffee transfers. So the Key and the Mighty from the Unsinkable, it is going to stay in our current catalog. So that's good. Do you guys have any questions for me? Lucy, are you still on or did your dad make you go to bed? Anyway, you guys, I love doing this project. And like I said, I've been gonna do it. Oh, you guys, if you saw the top of my Facebook page for Two Girls in a Garage today, you saw the new club transfer for next month, for August. I'm so excited about this. Besides for us getting all these new transfers, the club is changing and it makes me so happy. So if you are in the club, the monthly club for Club Couture, you get your if you order anything after the 15th of the month and before the end of the month, you get your club transfer in with that order. But if you don't, that's fine too. You will still get your club transfer at the same time. On the first of the month, they'll bill you, and then you'll get your club transfer normal time. Okay, you guys? But I love this idea. I love it that you get your transfer early. Especially club. You know, they're so good to our club members. You guys get discounts that nobody else gets. You guys get special deals that, like, getting your club transfer early, and you guys get $4.95 shipping on anything you order. It's $4.95 shipping. Tammy, can you instant message me, or can you message me and we'll get you that transfer, the welcome transfer? Okay, I'm not sure which welcome you want. but I believe you're talking about the welcome porch sign transfer. If that's the one you're talking about, yes, I can get that for you. I will get it ordered tomorrow for you, in fact. Unless if you want to go directly to my website and order it, that's fine too. And you guys, I hope you love this project tonight. And I'm just noticing that maybe my brown here is not exactly the same color as my brown, but you know, I think they kind of all blend together and they look nice. So I'm excited to put this in my kitchen. Can't wait to take a picture from you guys. I love spending time and talking with you guys. I want to hear more about you guys. I do all this talking and I feel like you guys don't say much. I want you guys to make a point to let me know, not maybe in this live tonight, but just on Two Girls in a Garage, if you get a chance, tell me a couple things about yourself that I don't know. Okay, you guys? Maybe where you work or how many kids you have. Some of you guys, I know all that stuff. But anyway, you guys have a super great night. And if you have any questions about anything, I want you to just let me know, okay? Bye, guys. Have a good night. And we'll see you possibly tomorrow night. I'm not sure, okay? Thanks, guys. Bye.